Question for all my existential thinkers out there. What is time? Is time real? Does time exist? Is time a construct? Many of us struggle with this conception because there's different meanings to time. Time has taken different forms. The form in which we've accepted is the human concept of what time is. No universality, human concept. We create an objective reality as to what things are. So time in that realm, how we conceive it, 4:30 p.m. It's 2020. I'm 27 years old. We measure moments moment to moment on the basis of how we interpret them, and we use shit like seconds, minutes, hours, days to try to uh to try to discern or to try to explain time or explain a moment in time. But the dilemma with that is it's just an objective reality in which we created to call time. My opinion, time cannot be conceived. Time is to be experienced. You can't conceive it because you are it. You live it. Time is a principle in which you are bound by, not a concept in which you can see. So I know how you might say, okay, when I was 4, I had a little head and this, and now I'm 23 and I've grown. You can see the change from moment to moment, and you indicate those changes as time. But those are just moments within your own subjective life, not an actual time in which everybody experienced. So in concept, time is an illusion. But in reality, time is all you motherfucking got. Time is you. It ain't 4:30 everywhere in the universe. Everybody doesn't experience moments in time the exact same. For example, if you're enjoying this video right now, time is possibly flying. If you loving your moment to moment interaction, time feels like it doesn't exist. It stands still. Damn, that movie was 2 hours long. I was so into the movie, it felt like 15 minutes. As opposed to somebody who didn't enjoy the movie, it was dragging, it felt like 5 hours. How can time feel like that? If it's a general objective reality for us all to understand. We can understand it if we understand us. Time is you. Now, do I believe that there is a tangible form of time? If you exist, then you are bound to the principle of time. Motion and change never evades the material world. That's why I believe they call it the time space continuum, because without space to conceive it, there wouldn't be a time. And without time, or every object in space is bound by change and motion, which indicates what we conceive as time. But how we go through that change and motion in life and how we see it is subjective. We all could be watching the same motherfucking film, have different interpretation. That shows you the subjectivity, and experience the moment to moment much differently. What is a year? How do we base a year? On how the earth rotates around the sun? That's how we base what a year is. We made it up. So time in that conception, again, human conception. We got to think beyond human conception. And I know that's hard for us to do. We're left brain thinkers. So we're programmed to put a label to what is. But a lot of this world and the nature of this shit is metaphysical. It's existential. Time can't adequately be defined. Moments in time and how we experience that moment, they can't adequately be defined because we all experience it differently. We all are time. What does not go through change? The reason why you can discern moment to moment is because you see the motion in what I'm doing. Every motion that I make indicates a change in my existence in this space time continuum. If I was like this all day, how would you be able to discern uh, my livelihood, my consciousness, my existence? I'm motionless. Motionless objects are more bound by time. What do I mean by that? Motionless objects are more bound by time because they don't have the energy to dictate the time around them. If you a fucking rock, you just a rock existing at the moment as that rock. If you a human, you can navigate in a way where you can speed time up, slow time down. Is an hour a long time? Is there a such thing as a long time? Is there a such thing as a short time? Is there really a such thing as tall, short? When we talk about measurements and then we talk about time. I've concluded that time is me. I choose to experience my time in the manner in which I want to. However, time is still a collective. I'm a part of a whole in this collective conscious. If I say I'm time and I say you're time, then we're all individually experiencing time differently. However, as the collective consciousness, it requires all of us inside of space for this time shit to work, in my opinion. That's why when you pass on, I don't believe you pass on. Your energy goes on to the collective consciousness and continues the time. You are a part of a whole. What makes time subjective is how you experience that in your individual relativity, being a human, being from where the fuck you from. Some places ain't no, it's nighttime for 4 months in Alaska. That's how they experience time. That's what winter means to them. I don't know. But the shit is all relative, man. So, in conclusion for me, in this quick ramble, time exists, but not how you was taught to conceive it. 5:30 p.m. nighttime, you being 24, all of these things are human conceptions of time. Time exists as a principle to all living forms. Whether you a rock, whether you me, whether you, your one condition is change. And that is based on the principle of time. Change and motion. The only way we can conceive change and motion is be it of that principle of time in which we can't conceive. That principle of time in which we can't conceive is your existence. You literally are time. And with that being said, nigga, you make the best of it. You're bored. You're bored on your time. So whose fault is it that you're bored? It's not the construct's fault that you're bored. It's your energy, your essence. What is tied to you? Do you really believe you're as old as you say you're old? As old as you believe you are? Dog years, how do we count that shit and know what they are? It's all made up. It's all in our head, homie. It's your boy Dave. We're just grabbing, feeling good outside, watching these waterfalls, listening to nature. And I feel like talking about some existential shit. Time. Is it a construct? Yes. How we conceive it. Meet me at 4:30 p.m. That's how it works in our objective reality. Time is beneficial in that factor, even though it's a construct. Okay, I could meet a nigga in Arizona at 5:30 Central Time, and he'll come and we'll meet and align based on a construct of time that we've created. Now, what happened during that time, whether or not it's a long day for him or a short day for him, or that's all arbitrary depending on how they experienced it. So hell yeah, time is a concept, but it's also the most important thing about you. It is you. It's your essence, your reality. Spend that shit wisely. It's your boy Dane. Let me know your thoughts on Time. I'm here for all refutations. I don't think I'm right. I think I just have an understanding in which it's hard to evade when you talk about you being time and everybody else. Think about how we spend it and think about how it's even possible for you to be in a ride for an hour. You and your boys in a ride for an hour, but that nigga's on the phone and you're driving in traffic. The way you spend that hour in traffic, frustrated, moment to moment, noticing everything, you're creating a time frame, a moment to moment time frame that's extensive, long, and it's dragging. You don't like it. When you go through pain, it feels forever. When you go through euphoria, it feels so brief. So while you driving in traffic stuck, this nigga's on the phone talking to his girl, having a good time. It's an hour drive nonetheless. Like I said, nonetheless, that tangible thing we try to gauge and call an hour, it is that. Moment to moments are around all around nature. I'm not denouncing that. But the aspect of it being quote unquote an hour long ride, that's all how we conceive it. Is it actually an hour for the nigga on the phone? If he tapped into his energy to where time stood still. If you are time, you can control that bitch. If you don't think you time, then you're gonna be whim to 2020. What's gonna happen in 2021, January, February, the whole construct that you niggas love so much. Y'all niggas are married to the construct. The construct is my side bitch, nigga. My own essence is my own essence in nature. That's my main. It's my main course. But this construct that these niggas created, even with time, nigga, that's my side hoe. And I don't even like fucking her all the time. 12 minutes. I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling Bob. You don't feel like 12 minutes to me. I've been talking. But hey, what is time anyway? It's your boy Dave. Peace.